What up, guys? TeamxEggS here, bringing you What's Crackin' 57, and today we are here with
Cuda. Biggie.
Short hair, sweet luck.
that's new, and your host, Gangster Prankster. Welcome to another What's Crackin', our gaming podcast. And there is plenty of stuff to talk about. Of course, we're going to talk about E3, who won, in our opinion. You know, what did we think of all the press conferences?
Oh my god.
But before we get into that, since I know everybody wants to talk about it, The Last of Us was just released last Friday, and we got a chance to play it. Well, I didn't, but everybody
Three of
else
us did.
So,
What's wrong with you? Stop recording. Go get what fucking Last of Us, bro. There's.
all right, let me stop this.
I'm fine with that. I will sit here and pass out and wait for you, to go get Last.
In the morning.
Whatever. Talk about it. Try not to spoil it for me.
Oh well.
You can't talk about it.
Oh yes, I can. Watch me. All right. So Last of Us, spoiler-free review. All right. For those of you who haven't played, don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. All right. So the whole fucking game is amazing. The end. All right. What's next?
What's the story?
Wow.
Okay, you did a good job.
I told you, spoiler free. All right, I'll get a little more in depth. All right, for stuff that's already been like revealed, that's not game breaking and spoiling. All right, it's like a post-apocalyptic story.
You spoiled it for me.
Okay, well,
I didn't
fuck
know
you. And okay, well, sweet luck. I know you've played the game. Surprise, world's over. World's
What?
ended. Okay.
What?
So I don't know if you figured it out yet. You know, all the crumbling buildings, the overgrown cities. You know.
I had a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah. But the world's over. It's sort of like a zombie apocalypse. Not really. It's like a different
similar.
It's a different spin on it. Like you'll get all the same themes. Survival, infection. Just people dying all over the place. But the game actually spends more of its time not on the infected, the zombies. I'm putting those in quotes because they're not really zombies. It spends I want to say 3/4 of the time on the human interactions, which
Looks
makes
like
this game
Walking Dead.
special. Kinda, except they took it to a whole other level. Like Walking Dead, I think struck a balance 50-50 between the zombies and the people and the zombies. The zombies is kind of the whole thing around them is kind of in the backdrop of the game. Not enough to where you don't notice is there, but it's it takes a step back from everything else, and you really won't understand that until you play the whole entire game. And it's so there's that.
Civilization is broken down.
Yeah, civilization is totally broken down. It's martial law everywhere. Military runs everything.
Yeah.
In these quarantine zones, and there's this girl, and you have
Where's
to
it take
escort her
place?
all over the fucking country. It starts in Texas, right near where I live actually, which is really scary because I was seeing road signs and stuff that were really fucking close to where I live.
It's I know that.
Yeah, it's somewhere north of San Antonio, but south of Austin, in this little town somewhere. I don't know if it's based on a real town. It doesn't really give specifics, but it was really fucking cool. And then you play maybe 15 minutes, and it flashes forward 20 years later.
It's boom, 20 years.
Yeah, and so the main character is just old as shit. He's in his 50s, and you don't really know a lot about what's happened to him between those 20 years. He's kind of hardened up, and then you're tasked with this, by these people to escort this girl, the girl that everybody knows about. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm trying not to spoil anything.
It's
so.
the name of a group. I mean, it doesn't
Whatever.
matter that
Yeah,
much.
this group wants you to take this girl somewhere, and it eventually just leads on this whole odyssey across the whole United States, everywhere. You go fucking everywhere.
Can you say why the child's so special? Or no?
No, I'm not gonna say anything about that. You just
Doesn't wanna
know
spoil it.
you have to take this girl somewhere. It's important, and you go fucking everywhere. It takes you from all kinds of environments, towns, cities, wilderness, fucking anything and everything in between. It's pretty fucking amazing, the amount of environments that you go into. You play Uncharted, and you know where they fucking take you. Well, think about everywhere in the United States you could go. You're fucking gonna go there.
Did you go to Arkansas?
No, I think we skipped Arkansas. We skipped Arkansas, but we went somewhere real similar with lots of fucking trees. So, if it didn't tell you it wasn't Arkansas, you wouldn't fucking know, because Arkansas is just tree after tree after tree. So, but it's just really good. It's just this. The whole story is just fucking amazing. Probably the best storytelling in a video game I have just ever experienced. And I played, if you know me, you've followed my series, I played pretty much every fucking game ever, yeah. And this game is just head over heels, over the top. Better than pretty much any movie I've seen, tons of books that I've read, and just hand over heels every video game I've ever played. Best story out there.
And exclusively on the PS3. I just had to add.
Yeah. So if PS3 sales don't just jump the month that the game came out, then I don't know what the fuck people are doing out there. They need to get a PS3. They need to play this game because it beats everything on any system, anywhere. And I'm not saying that as a PlayStation fanboy. It's just that's what it is. Right?
So you're saying people should buy a console just for this game?
Oh, hell yes, dude. This game, it's gotten like I don't know how many 10s from reviewers. Like a couple reviewers gave it like not shitty reviews, but they gave it like 8s or 7.5s, and I read why. And they're just totally fucking stupid and should be out of jobs because they're nitpicking to shit. Like, I have literally had nothing wrong with this game. There's been a couple kind of, like, funny graphical glitches, but nothing that warrants it anything less than a 10. It's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know. It takes survivability and shooting and melee and stealth and lots of stealth. Like, I love stealth games, and this is, like, fucking...
Yeah.
As good as any Metal Gear
And you
Solid.
can choose to go loud or be quiet.
Yeah, and I love that because it's not always your choice either. It's dictated by like your supplies, your ammo. Like if some parts you'll get to a part with like 20 enemies and you'll have like 10 bullets in every gun you fucking have. Like it limits what you have available in each like engagement.
Yeah.
You have to like strategize and should I go in the back and completely avoid all the enemies or should I like choke some out and then
Hopefully
start
get
a
something
gunfight?
out of it.
Yeah, and it's just every engagement is just completely unique and different, and I love it. It was amazing.
Can you talk about how civilization broke down and how the zombies were created, or no?
We can't. Well, everybody's known for a long time, like the zombies in quotes. There's like the spore, like it's called a cordyceps, and it's a real life thing, except they can't infect humans. They usually infect like ants,
Bumblebees.
and
Yeah. I
bugs
remember
and
the first video that they revealed at Spike.
Yeah, that's where they got their idea from. Was from like it was the BBC documentary on this mushroom. It's like the spores infect ants like in their brain, and they take over their behavior and make them do like weird shit. And eventually, they force them to like crawl up to like a high point, and the spores of this mushroom grow out of their head and burst and spread it to other ants that are living there. It's really fucking crazy. It actually like turns the ants into like quote unquote zombies, except now it's like gone into humans, and so humans just turn into like these ravenous fucking creatures that are murdering everything, and eventually the spores burst out of their head like it would out of an ant, and they become I guess what they call clickers, and it's just this pandemic of just yeah, it's kind of like zombies except it's even more dangerous.
Because the longer they're infected, the more powerful they become.
So are there different types of clickers? Like,
Well, clicker is a type of the infected. There's just like the normal ones that basically are zombies. There's the clickers, and then you have like your boss guys who've been infected for a while.
Yeah, there's not really like different types. It's just ones that have been infected longer than others, and it affects them a little differently. Like I said, the whole zombie thing isn't the main focus of the game. It definitely takes a backdrop. There's parts where there's like shit tons of zombies, like don't get me wrong, but it's always about the human interaction and the fight for survival and what people are willing to do to survive and what they're not willing to do to survive, and yeah, it has a lot to do with that. So it's like bandits, I guess, and people that travel and have bunkered down and just all kinds of different people. It's all about the people in this game, which is really fucking good. Like, I don't know. It's kind of eye-opening. It's like, holy shit.
there's a multiplayer that you haven't played yet.
No, have not played the multiplayer. Can't comment on it at all. But the gameplay
Looks good.
Yeah, if it takes anything from like the core mechanics of the game, it should be pretty good. Like, I can't see it being terrible unless the ideas are just bad. Like, I don't know. A team deathmatch would be pretty boring, but if they have like some kind of objective, I think it's supposed to be like getting supplies or something, which every person in this
If they had an infection game mode, that'd be cool. Like one person starts out as that. And then,
playing as the cordyceps or the
yeah,
whatever.
and then when you bite someone and like when there's one guy left, whoever started off became like a higher up tier.
Mm.
The longer it took, I think that'd be cool.
Maybe some Last of Us multiplayer gameplay in the future.
Yeah, if we all got it, I want to do anything I can right now. Like, I just beat the game like noon today. I want to do anything I can to extend my Last of Us gameplay lifespan, because this game is special, and I I'm just like, I'm never going to forget it. I'm always going to have it with me. And, you know, like 10, 15 years down the line, I'm probably going to replay this game and just think how fucking amazing it is still. So,
I like how there's
Yeah.
absolutely no load screens except from the very start.
Oh my god,
First
yeah, that
game.
was the one thing. There's like a huge fucking like 5-10 minute load screen at the beginning every time you load up the game, but after that there's like nothing. It's just like that.
Yeah.
Completely load screen free. Like it's fucking
It goes
ridiculous.
from gameplay to cutscene to more gameplay.
Yeah. I think that's why I like played it in huge chunks, is because that fucking load screen at the beginning of the game, like it was just fucking ridiculous. Like it's just a screen with spores, and then like couple minutes later it finally gives you a percentage, and then that jumps up, and then it gets like 90%, and that slows down. It's that is the worst fucking load screen ever. But after that, completely seamless gameplay.
Yeah,
so
that's the only bad
forget
thing.
about it. Yeah, so I wouldn't pick up and play, but if you play it one long thing, it totally takes away from the stupid fucking load screen. So
All right, question. Now, is there was there a complete ending, or is there a possibility of a sequel, or maybe some add-on DLC? I know Naughty Dog doesn't usually do single-player DLC. They're more focused on the multiplayer. But could you see maybe an additional story mode campaign of some sort?
I definitely see like the availability for more, but it's not necessary. Like,
How
you know
about a
what I mean?
sequel?
A sequel, it could be like a sequel that takes place, I guess, in the same world, but I don't really. They kind of.
The story's complete.
It could be like they could expand upon it, but like I don't know. It's kind of complicated.
Are
Like, I
there
don't-
choices in the game that affect the outcome?
Not really.
Aside from like combat and
No.
like your items and stuff, not really. It's kind of linear, which
Okay.
I think is for the best, because yeah, it's just it needed to be this way. Anything else would have just been like
It feels
half-assed,
open
not done
world
well.
to be kind of weird.
So
Now, is it
Yeah.
open world? Like you can go revisit spots like
no,
previous?
No.
Okay.
no.
When you're in the area,
It's like Uncharted.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's more like, okay, when you're in an area, there's like one place you have to go, but they put like so much crap like
Around
that's not necessary. I mean, not necessary, not in a bad way, but it gives you this like feeling that there's more out there to like explore and look at. Like I know they did a really good job of like making it linear, but not so much that I feel like I'm walking in
you're
a
being
straight line.
forced, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they did a good job. Like I like this. So.
So no complaints about the game? Anybody? Biggie? Sweet? Cool?
So far, it's pretty awesome.
The fact that it ended, I just totally pissed off. Like I wish I could play this experience forever.
Well, that's what you get for putting 15 hours in it
Yeah.
already. So,
I
mean,
know.
One thing
and
they
I'm-
could touch up on is the AI stealth, because there's this one part, this guy, he's like, yeah, let's be quiet, there's a lot of them. First thing I do, I go take cover, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna look at the area. What's the AI do? He walks up to the guy, the enemy, and shoots him with a shotgun.
Well, see, no, the AI only shoots like if you've broken stealth. Like, so if
No,
they,
I went behind the bus, and then he tried to get cover, and he walked right up to a thing and like crouched down, and then he realized there was an enemy right there, and he stood up and shot him with a shotgun, and they all rushed me.
I've never had a problem with the AI.
neither have I. Like, I have not had a problem with it. Every time you play a game where there's like somebody following you, like you were never alone in this game, by the way. Like, you always have pretty much somebody there controlled by the AI, which kind of worries me because AI can just be stupid as fuck sometimes.
Yes, it can.
I've never had a problem with it in this game. They never became a hindrance. I never was pissed because they were there. I never felt like I could have done better if they hadn't been there. Like, it was great. Like, sometimes it's stupid because they would get out in front of enemies, but the enemies will just ignore them. Like, as long as you're stealth, at least in my circumstances, they will completely not even see the people that are there, which is kind of stupid, but I can see why they did that because it doesn't make it so you're babysitting, you know, everybody all the time and making sure that they're not
I wish
stupid
you
as
could
fuck. So.
control the AI, be like, alright, hold back and let me do this.
That'd just be like such a pain in the ass though, dude. Because then,
Push like one button, and then it'll stay in that area until you call them.
But the AI is pretty smart, though.
that's all I'm
Not
saying.
my
They're
case.
so- well,
Well,
in my case,
You got to know how to work them. You got to know that they're there. So you got to, plan ahead to do
I
what
don't
you're going to
know.
do.
I've never had to like consider the fact that they're there for pretty much anything. Like it's.
I always check on them, like see where they're at.
Oh,
I'm like-
well, I never had to do that. The enemies just they act like they're not there, or the AI is smart enough to not get seen for the most parts. I mean, I had a couple times where I run and take cover, and then my AI is like clearly standing right in front of like somebody with a gun that wants to kill me, and the enemy's just kind of forgets they're there, and then my AI ducks down, and then it's like they never saw them. I don't fucking know. It was kind of retarded a couple points, but it was better than the AI just getting spotted every 5 seconds and causing a firefight when I had like 3 rounds in my fucking gun. So,
All right, final
know.
review.
Oh, it gets 10. If you give it anything less than a 10,
Then 12.
You get a 12. It's 12.
Whatever.
Gotcha.
It gets a perfect score regardless of what fucking stupid system we're doing.
Golden eggs,
Like,
12 out of 12, 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
5 out of 5.
You give it less, you're nitpicking, and must be like the first game you've ever fucking played, and you expect everything to be perfect because no game is perfect. But as far as like what you play games for, everything there was fucking amazing and just completely well done. I was never frustrated like to the point where I just didn't want to play anymore. But I was never like it was never too easy either. It was never just like walking through the fucking park. Every encounter when I finished it, I felt like I accomplished something. Like, yes, go Kudo, you're fucking awesome. So I don't know. It was really good. It was really fucking good.
That's
And
interesting.
you need to play it, gangster, because if you don't play it,
I
then
will. I
Candy.
enjoyed all Naughty Dog's games. They all make good games. Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted.
Oh my god!
all
don't
of them
talk
are good.
Bandicoot. No,
Crash
Bandicoot
Bandicoot's amazing.
suck a dick compared to all
Cult
these other
classic
games.
on the PS1.
Yeah, Cult is in nobody fucking played it. All right, so God. I'm not saying nobody fucking played it, but nobody's remembering it when you fucking talk Last of Us. You don't go Last of Us, Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot.
No, when you talk
I'm
about
sure people
Naughty
know
Dog,
Charted.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Uncharted's
Which
like
one
a
of
big one.
these? Which one of these doesn't belong though? Uncharted, Last of Us, and Crash
Jak and
Bandicoot.
Daxter doesn't belong.
Jak and Daxter was it's kind of up there, but I don't think that would fit either.
Crash
So.
ahead of it.
No.
All right, so you heard it here, folks. Definitely a solid recommendation. Go pick up Last of Us. Go buy a PS3 if you don't have it.
Yeah, get ready for the PS4 by buying a PS3 because solid ass system, solid ass
Yeah,
game.
I was
So,
gonna get a PS4.
yeah. Segue, we should talk about it.
Next, we're going to talk about E3. Plenty of stuff to talk about. So we're just going to talk quickly about the day one press conferences, which was Xbox, EA, Ubisoft, and Sony. It started out with the Xbox conference. They came out right out of the gates. Like, they obviously took the criticism to heart, where people just shit on them for all the TV stuff, and they came with games, and more games.
That's what it should be, though. So
Yes, and they started with Metal Gear Solid 5, which looked really cool.
Yeah, but that pissed me off that they showcased it on the Xbox. God, I really wanted to see it on PlayStation 4.
Dude, I know you want to talk about this fun fact. Kiefer Sutherland now voicing
Oh my!
Solid Snake.
Not really Solid Snake. I think it's Naked Snake, but he's changed code names a couple times. It's the older Snake. It's not the.
But now I'm just gonna think he's Jack Bauer every time I play.
I don't know. Yeah, because there's like two Snakes. There's first generation Snake, and then he turns into Big Boss, and then there's like second generation Snake. And you play second generation Snake in 1, little bit of 2, 3, and 4, and you play first generation Snake in like all the other ones that are like on PSP, the spin-offs and stuff. And so you're playing first generation Snake in this one, and I understand why they made him Keith Sutherland because they've always had the same voice actor. Which I understand because the second generation was just a clone of the first generation. So if they keep the second generation Snake with the same voice as he's always had in the first generation one as a new one, that's not that big of a deal. But it still kind of pissed me off because he's got that intense ass whisper, like, "What are we doing? We only have 24 hours to stop this terrorist attack. Fucking let's do this."
What do you think of the gameplay they showed?
I don't know. The fact they had to speed through a bunch of it because it was just long, boring,
Nothing.
driving
big
and
open
riding
world
horses.
The first in the series, big open
I
world.
think that'd be pretty awesome.
but there's
Ah,
too much of
huge open
nothing.
world.
And that's
obviously.
that's going
like-
to be a common trend with a lot of these new games. Just open world out the ass, and I love it. But it also
You gotta put stuff
but-
into it. though.
Yeah, it's like Far Cry 2. I don't know how Far Cry 3 was. I haven't played it, but Far Cry 2 open world was great, but getting
Just
from
drive everywhere.
getting from there's like only so many important parts that you can build into a game, and then there's filler, and there was just like so much ridiculous fucking filler. You had to drive for fucking hours to get everywhere you wanted, and if they don't reach like that point of like not enough like action and focus in this game, they could ruin this fucking series, dude. Like open world, I don't really appreciate it probably as much as you do because apparently you got a boner for it, but it's just I don't know. It's really hard to get that like perfect balance between what's important and what's just you traveling, which
I like to
really
explore.
sucks,
I
so.
like to see what each game offers, and the universe that it's set in, and all the different stuff, the environments and stuff. That's what I like.
I don't know. Like Red Dead, oh my god, I hated the open worldness in that. Like they could have taken out
Yeah, I
all the
constantly
desert.
teleported in the single player. I
Yeah.
my horse.
And if you're forced to constantly teleport, then what the hell's the point of it being open world? Like you might as well have a menu with like locations that you can just fucking go to and just forget about all the other shit. Because yeah, it's nice for like the first like couple hours, but then you're like it becomes a chore, and I hate that so fucking much. Metal Gear Solid has never been a chore. It's always you're here. It's where the game wants you to be. It's open world to a point. You can go back to previous places, but it's all confined within like a certain scenario, a certain like place, and it's been good. And if they just have this bullshit where you're riding horses for 10 minutes to get to the next battle, it's just total fucking bullshit. So I don't know. It's gonna be a wait and see type thing. Like I'm probably gonna get it because I love Metal Gear Solid.
Is it at that point too realistic that there's that much nothing like there would be maybe in the real world of you riding a horse for an hour?
I don't know, and it takes place in like the Middle East, and in the Middle East there's a shit ton of desert. And
Yeah,
guess what's in the desert? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Terrorists.
Yeah, terrorists in little pockets filled with absolutely fucking nothing in between. So
Sounds sweet.
God, yeah, if there's just tons of driving, it's gonna just or riding horses or whatever. They showed like 4 different vehicles.
Now you gotta
which is
crawl all the
cool,
way there.
But yeah, it's just gonna completely kill the experience. Like in my opinion, it's just there's only so much you can fill up that space with, and if it's not perfect, then it's just boring as fuck. So
Now, even though the Metal Gear Solid 5 was shown, it is not an exclusive.
thank fucking God, I almost fucking caught my tongue in my throat when I saw
At least
that
I
shit.
don't think it's an exclusive.
No, it's not an exclusive.
And there'll be 2 Metal Gear games coming out.
Yeah, but they didn't showcase the other one, did they? Like ever at E3?
No, they
Okay.
haven't talked about it at all.
Okay, because I was curious about that. Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to be set after 4 and before 5. Or setting up for 5.
After 4, but before 5.
No, after 4 to set up for 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5 takes place like 20, 30 years before Metal Gear Solid 1.
I don't fucking know. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, Metal Gear Solid 4 is the last thing that happened in the series. Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be the first thing, like before all that. Before, because it's 2 generations, Generation 1, Generation 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 was all, well, 1, 2, and 4 was Generation 2. 3 and 5 are Generation 1, which take place like the 60s. So you're the same guys you were in Metal Gear Solid 3, if that makes any sense.
No, but okay.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Moving on. Okay, so after Metal Gear Solid 5, Microsoft showed off a new Xbox 360. And I don't know why they would do that with the Xbox One coming out, but
So you can buy the Xbox 360 because remember they said if you don't like the Xbox One and you don't like having to have constant internet, buy the Xbox 360.
Yeah, they basically said if you can't have constant internet connections, you buy a 360 because that's your only option. Like, they basically gave a big middle finger to everybody who lives in BFE and all the servicemen and women that work and live in Afghanistan and the Middle East. They don't have constant internet connection. People that are nuclear subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck was that? Like, I don't.
It's a common trend, okay? Many
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
customers are nuclear subs.
Yeah, you're on a nuke sub, dude, and you've got this amazing reactor that has all
When
the
do you
power.
have time to play?
I'm sure there's like downtime. You're not constantly, subbing it up in the fucking, underwater. Just, I'm sure you have time to eat, sleep, play, recreation. You have weekends off probably,
You just sit in the sub.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Read
Can't go sunbathing.
or fucking Xbox?
Can't go swimming. Well,
You are swimming 24/7.
Well,
Well,
I guess if it surfaces and then you can
Take a
kinda
break
get
and go
some
outside.
shit. Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure if you're in a submarine all fucking day, you probably hate the water though, like because
Yeah.
it's constantly trying to kill you and crush your submarine, So. I don't know.
So along with the new Xbox, they revealed a program similar to PS Plus where if you have, I believe, Xbox Gold, or I don't know how that works, you will receive 2 free games every month. And they decided to throw out a couple gems, and you're going to be getting Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3, I believe.
Was it Halo 3?
I
No,
think
it was
Halo.
I think it was Mass Effect 2.
It was a Halo.
Or maybe
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
like
a
Halo
Halo.
and Assassin's
Was it?
Creed 2.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, whatever. It was totally stupid and irrelevant, and like anybody who has an Xbox probably has those games already, and I just laughed my ass off when I saw that shit. 'Cause they
These games
hyped
are
it.
like what, like 3
Old as
years
shit.
old?
Yeah.
They're old as shit, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's just stupid.
anybody who cared has already played them. Anybody who hasn't played them lives under a rock, and they probably don't care because they haven't played them. So, holy shit, did I have a laugh? Like,
Yeah, if
oh
you
my
have
god.
an Xbox and don't have like Halo, like I don't know. What the
And
fuck
we
you
get
have-
brand new games on, PS
Yes.
Plus.
Not brand new
spank-
games.
Drivers
we
Club
have-
or Driver
In
Club.
the year.
We will
Yeah.
talk about that after.
We have been getting fucking brand spanking new games, dude. So, yeah, just
Save
saying.
that for later, though. All right, keep going.
Okay. So after the 2 free games every month, they showed a couple different games. They showed Dark Souls 2, just a little bit of footage. They showed World of Tanks will be coming to 360 and I think the Xbox One.
Whoa, crazy.
I don't know if it's both. I know it's definitely 360 though.
Get to drive a tank around all day.
It is Xbox One.
Whatever. It's a
Coming
it's a
up.
free to play PC game. Who gives a shit? That's all I'm saying.
They showed Rise. They revamped Killer Instinct.
Oh, and that looked horrible, by the way. I'm a huge Killer Instinct fan. Been playing it for just like fucking forever. That game looked fucking horrible. I'm not interested.
Gangster, you better not leave out the best game of all, the new Minecraft.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, dude, they had a whole section on indie games. All right, guess which one they're showcasing?
No, but let's go back to Killer Instinct. That whole showcase was terrible.
Oh
and
yeah, just I'm not talking about just the showcase. The game itself looked fucking.
And then they
terrible.
showed the whole clip up where you can stream your thing onto Twitch, which I think's cool. That's cool, streaming to Twitch just right from your Xbox. But
Yeah.
then you can chop up and edit the video in like mere seconds and upload it to YouTube. And
Yeah, I like how they're like, yeah, I just edited that right there, and then it had like all these different cutscene animations
Yeah,
they added
apparently
in.
it does that automatically. Like apparently you just have pro, little cutscenes, but you can only have it for like I think 20 seconds of video or some shit like that. It's a stupid small amount that you're limited to. You can't do like a 30-minute video of stuff and then have it do shit like that. So I don't know. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like
So
who
does it
gives
do
a
the
shit?
same thing to everyone's thing? Like the same animations?
I'm sure there's like probably preset stuff for each game where it'll like brand it for the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
Little
do the
extra.
stuff. Like a fighting game is so easy for them to showcase that because you just showcase the characters and then a little bit of the action and then you can have whatever stupid backdrop crap that you want. So I don't know. It looked flashy, but I guarantee you probably no one's gonna use it ever.
And there's
For anything.
I don't know if it's rumors, but I think it's supposed to be free to play, where you can
Yeah.
you get one character and then you can buy whatever characters you want, or you can buy the whole game for like $20 and you get all the characters and something.
Yeah, I heard it was free to play too, but it's gonna have to be. It looks so fucking bad. So, I can't believe they did that. So-
Next is Sunset Overdrive, made by Insomnia Games, which is one of the few games that caught my eye and looked interesting.
Yeah, I was surprised Insomniac Games went and made an Xbox exclusive. That's what kind of scared me at first. I was like, really? Because it's like they jump ships. I mean,
Not really, because they did, Ratchet and Clank and not Killzone, Resistance.
Resistance, but those
And
were
they did
exclusives for
Fuse.
PlayStation.
They did Fuse, which was multi-platform, and then they kind of jumped over.
So, like, yeah, I don't know how much money Xbox, gave them to not make PlayStation games anymore.
Obviously value them if they're gonna fucking put their restriction
So-
on them.
I don't know, but yeah, that was like probably the one game that I was like, damn, that looks pretty cool. Like, but it didn't even show like actual gameplay. It was all like cinematics and teasers and shit. So I don't know.
What else do we got? They
live
showed
with
Forza
that.
5. If you can't get enough Minecraft, it's coming to the Xbox One. More blocks. 3D
Only
Why
blocks.
would you
indie
not
game.
get it for PC? Like that's the
Because you can play with a controller. Oh wait, you can do that on PC too. People don't realize it. I'm gonna do like a tutorial how to play Minecraft.
And it's
PC
like
with the controller.
it's like 4 updates behind though, something
Yeah,
like that.
it's so far behind because PC gets it the day of.
Yeah.
Maybe it's easier to do multiplayer on Xbox with it or something. I don't fucking know.
Super easy on PC.
It's pretty much the only indie game they really like spent any amount of time on the Xbox, which I thought was laughable because nobody wants to make indie games for Xbox anymore, from what I've been reading.
We'll
so.
talk about that in a second too. Next, they showed Quantum Break, which was also pretty cool. It's I think it's a show, but it's a game, and you can like pick and choose.
Interact.
I
Show.
already don't. I already don't remember what it is.
Wait, is that the time like
Yeah, you stop
Using
time
time
to save
stuff?
the girl, and then it blew up.
Oh yeah, okay.
that's
Now I
wait,
remember.
I don't think that's a show.
Yeah, it's based off
They
a
said
show,
it's a
or
show,
it
there's
goes
gonna be a
with the show or something.
It's gonna be like the game Defiance. Like I don't know if you guys have been. You probably don't know anything about it, but there's a
The
television
PC.
show. And
I know
the
there's
game.
a show called Defiance. I didn't know there's a game.
I
Yeah,
know
the
there's-
game. They update the game like every week for like different things that happened in the show. So
Yeah, there's a
What is
zombie
it?
apocalypse going on right now.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So they're probably taking that idea and running with it.
Yeah. Next is D4, which is episodic murder mystery. I don't really remember too much about that.
I don't remember.
They show Project Spark, which is a pretty cool game. It's kind of like Little Big Planet, where you can create your own stuff, create your own levels, create games within
It looked a
games.
lot like Little Big.
Yeah, I was like, it is.
Is that
pretty much
the
90%
puppet
like-
one, or is that the one? It was like 3-dimensional, more than 3 layers.
Is the one where he made the Rock his pet?
The
And then he made
goblins
the
and-
Rock.
that
Yeah,
one looked really cool.
The mech.
There was
Yeah,
another
that's-
one that it looked exactly like Little Big Planet. It was like 3 layers and everything.
Yeah, that's a I think it's a Vita game. I'm not sure.
No, that was the Puppeteer, but that was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
don't
think
you
that's a
create.
Vita game.
Well, that's a Vita. I think it's gonna be Vita and PSN, like PlayStation Network game. But you don't create anything in that game. I don't think it's
Yeah,
just a
Made
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this game was basically they avoided the words play, create, share, which is like a PlayStation moniker. Like any game that you can play, create, share, they use those. They like avoided using those exact words. They like they use like different words that meant the same thing. I can't remember the
Yeah,
exact.
they took Little Big Planet and took 3 layers out, and then just made it 3-dimensional.
Yeah, and that's
Oh.
what the next Little Big Planet's gonna be like. I
Yeah.
guarantee fucking to you, it's gonna be a 3-dimensional, completely open thing. But
Yeah,
But I
because they
like
tried to do that with
Little Big Planet.
karting. When he created tracks, like when he did custom create tracks, it was 3-dimensional.
yeah, I don't know. I never tried it because karting was so fucking bad.
I
but-
tried it for trophy, and I was like, oh, this is difficult.
Wrapping up the last couple Xbox games, we had Crimson Dragon. I don't remember anything about that.
Oh,
Dead
that's
Rising-
one where the audio totally shit out, and everybody was kind of laughing at him because it was just a video with nothing going on. It was complete silence. It was fucking hilarious. I
Yeah.
laughed at that.
I thought it was Battlefield that happened.
That
No.
happened like 3 times, but this was like
Oh.
the whole fucking video was completely silent, and I
Happened on
know
the
it interested.
Rise thing.
It happened a little bit on Rise too, which I thought that game was laughable. It just looks so fucking.
All the quick time events. That was
Yeah, it looks so fucking.
Is that
bad.
the one where you're like the Roman Empire?
yeah.
Yeah, you're the Roman.
Yeah,
soldier.
like every time you fight somebody, it's gonna be.
It was. It looked.
I thought it
Right.
looked cool, but
I would get it
Uh,
so
Yeah, it's a
old
pretty
so
looking
fast.
game. But
it's just.
That
They're
would
trying.
get annoying. Wait.
They're trying to take God of War and turn it into something that's totally repetitive and boring and stupid. So it just looked terrible.
next, Dead Rising 3, which looked interesting.
except the end.
Yeah, they should just not even call it Dead Rising, in my opinion. They should call it something else because
Yeah, because it looked completely different.
it was nothing like Dead Rising except that it had zombies. That's the only thing, and then otherwise it wasn't Dead Rising. It was.
It was a solid presentation, I thought, but I think they just crapped all over themselves with the smart glass shit. Like,
pull
you
out the smart glass.
see that in so many of these press conferences where it's just, hey, I'm gonna pull out my smart glass. And is smart glass, is that a thing that comes with it? Is that like an iPad or some shit? Like, what is
It's just
smart
what they call when you use a tablet,
to
a
control whatever?
Microsoft tablet, to control things on the Xbox One.
They have it on iOS now too.
Yeah, and Sony's gonna have something exactly like that, except they're not calling it a stupid name called like Smart Glass, making it seem like it's a thing, because
The
it's
glasses.
just it's just connecting your tablet, whatever tablet it may be, to another device, and it's like, who gives a fuck? Gamers don't want to be switching from their fucking controller to some bullshit iPad or whatever, basically, and doing stupid bullshit in there. Like, Like, what game was it they did it in the Sony press conference? It was the Watch Dogs or whatever?
Yeah, where they took over the cameras.
Okay, well, that's going to be totally different. Yeah, because you're not physically the one doing it. It's somebody else, somewhere else doing it. You don't have to, like, switch.
Oh, no,
which
it
is
was
actually
the
pretty
escape. It was the escape thing. When you had to escape, you called up the barriers, the cops
cool.
crashed.
Yeah, but it was
dropped the light.
somebody else doing it. It wasn't the
Yeah.
actual person playing the game.
They did the same
Switching
thing
to
with
their
that
tablet.
survival one on the PS3. I can't remember what it's called. It looked really good. Where you-
PS4.
PS4. Yeah, where you're in the groups and you're going around.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
they had the guy in the
Starts
little
with the D. It's a Ubisoft game.
The Division.
the
Yeah,
Division.
Division.
Yeah, they had the guy coming in on that little mini helicopter thing.
Yeah, which is cool because it's creating a different way to play the game, but it's
Yeah.
somebody else. You're not trying to juggle 2-3 different like controllers and shit, which that's totally cool. But this whole like, hey, you could have your tablet and you could pull it up and call a fucking airstrike on yourself. That's fucking
Yeah.
totally awesome.
Make it easy
You-
mode.
You could do that in any menu in the fucking game and it would be just fine. Like I
Yeah.
don't see the point
From
of
like a
fucking-
weapon wheel.
Yeah, from anything. Pull up a fucking Call of Duty airstrike map or some bullshit and just fucking put it down. You don't have to pull up my smart glass. Look, I'm so fucking, intuitive in doing this now. I'm going to put down my controller, click, 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 put down my smart glass. It's fucking stupid. It's just fucking juggling act that I personally would never want to do playing the game. So,
The Dead
Yeah,
Rising 3 thing, it was cool. They showed the zombies driving, blah, 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 guns. And then they ended off, zombies surround him, bam, airstrike just shoots from the sky, blows up all the zombies with the smart glass. I just thought, wow, what a joke. Next.
yeah. And see, Dead Rising is always supposed to be like a big joke, but they took the whole fucking like first part of it so seriously. Like the whole like focus of the series is different than what it's always been. Like
Yeah.
it's this like more serious like
Yeah, it
take
was always
on
about
zombie
goofing
apocalypse.
off.
Yeah, and then they do this and it's like stupid for a whole different reason, like for the worst possible way. And,
Yeah,
like,
they're like, oh, it's too difficult? Here, you can turn it on easy mode whenever you want. Just call it an
Oh,
airstrike, because you
God.
have unlimited of them.
I don't know how many. It's just for whatever reason that whole stupid. It was just stupid. Having to use a stupid tablet. So.
Dead Rising 3 will be an exclusive for Xbox One. I don't know if it's timed exclusive, where PS4 will get it a year later or something.
I found that.
Oh yeah,
But-
we'll probably
Xbox
get the
exclusive.
fully updated DLC packed version like a year later. So I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, ugh.
But as of right now, Dead Rising 3 exclusive for Xbox One. A couple other games, The Witcher 3, which looked really good. Looked really
Yeah.
interesting.
That's gonna be the next Skyrim. So just be ready for that. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
They showed some Battlefield 4 single player, not too impressive. We'll talk more about Battlefield 4 in a second, where they showed the multiplayer looked amazing. They showed a game called Below, which I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
I don't either.
They showed a new Halo. What do you think of Master Chief in the desert and the big whatever thing?
I didn't know that was Halo.
yeah.
I thought it was like a different game. Like,
Don't forget your scarf when you're in the desert, because you're not in a suit.
Yeah, I thought they were getting fucking Journey, like 20,000 years in the future, some bullshit. Because I was just like, what the hell is going on over here? And then it's fucking Halo and just disappointment.
He's got his little hood on. It blows back his mask.
I know, he's like, he's full body armor. Like, that is completely fucking stupid.
he was
Like,
shielding his face from the sun. All right.
the
He
sun
has
and the
a
sand,
Sun
his
glare on his mask. That's why
high-tech
Visor.
ass, his high-tech ass power armor isn't going to be able to, shield the sand from his, visor. or
Maybe he
whatever
was
bullshit.
trying to blend in. Yeah, he was.
Maybe
Right.
they're just retarded.
He's got a
as
bright
fuck.
green suit. All right. He's got to be, some camouflage.
Yeah, and I'm sure it has, AC and fucking stealth camo built into it, so there's like no fucking reason for a goddamn cloak or whatever bullshit he was. It was just stupid as fuck. Like that
And
was
I
just,
believe
yeah,
it's
that
going to be
was
called
pretty
Halo, not Halo 5 or whatever the next one is. Just going to be called Halo.
Yeah.
Well,
should have called it Halo 1, bringing it back to, whatever bullshit this
Xbox
Xbox One. Yeah. Like, God.
And
Do,
probably the game that stole a lot of people's attention, like just really looked amazing, Titanfall, which is made by the people who created Call of Duty 4. They separated from Infinity Ward and went on to create their own studio. This will be, I believe, is an exclusive for the Xbox One as well. And mechs, parkour, free running looked crazy.
Yeah, it looked just like Call of Duty 4, but with all these like extra little goodies, and it actually looked pretty fucking good. Like
did
it
look
looked, it looked good. Not
Is
enough
it-
for me to go buy an Xbox One, but it looked fucking good.
was it going to be on PC or no?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be PC as well.
Probably.
Dude, Xbox never does Xbox exclusives. It's always Xbox and PC. So
I think Gears of War.
That might be the only one, but I don't know. I'm thinking it's probably on PC too.
I don't see it on.
Like,
Oh, I'm thinking like Steam. You could probably go pick up a PC copy though.
yeah, I don't think they've ever done like an exclusive, so it's always NPC. So
And to end the Xbox conference, they announced that their console will be $500 and will be coming out winter 2013.
yeah, did the crowd cheer for that? I don't remember. I don't think so.
They
I think
were
it's
like,
kinda-
Yeah,
I don't think they
to
cheered.
end
I
it
think it
out,
was
they were
dead fucking silence.
So what do you
So
think
good.
of Xbox's conference and all the games they showed and just their whole presentation? What do you think of it?
They stepped it up from their last.
Yeah, it was
presentation.
better than the last one.
Yeah.
There's no,
Yeah,
no.
But they didn't focus on anything that people really cared about. Everybody wanted to know: will it play used games? Will it have reverse capability? Will it, not
Online.
require constant online? They didn't address any of that. Like everybody had to find out about that through interviews and stuff that happened after their conference. Like they didn't address anything that the gamers were like just dying to fucking know. Like, of course, there's gonna be new fucking games, new rehashes of the same fucking series that have been going on forever, and rip-offs of other shit. But they didn't answer any of the fucking shit that people want to know. It was just fucking completely like disregarded it and pretended like nobody cared about that stuff. Like, ugh. Yeah, it's fucking bad.
So do you think it was good, bad? Give them a passing grade.
If
It
I
was
get,
all right.
yeah, I'd
pretty
give
good.
him like
It's
a
pretty
B
good.
minus. Like if I had to give him a fucking letter grade, a B minus. Like virgin on a C, like almost a C plus. Like,
All
it was
right.
just, yeah, it's fucking bad.
A couple hours later, we had the EA conference. They showed. They started with Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare, which
I
looks.
thought that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. The 4-player co-op survival, it looked pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but how many times have you played co-op? Survival?
Never as a flower.
Okay, well, you're basically a guy with a gun and you're shooting zombies. How often have you done that?
A couple times.
How many times in the last few years have you done that?
But
Couple.
you're not a pea plant shooting pea
It's
pods.
okay.
alright?
Well, if you were playing with your eyes closed, okay, it'd be the same fucking bullshit as every other fucking.
I don't think that's the main
Survival
feature
co-op.
for the game. They're probably still gonna have the regular tower defense shit, but that's an added bonus.
I don't think so, dude. There's a Plants vs Zombies 2 coming out, that's your tower defense. This is gonna be totally just co-op survival.
Didn't that start as a iPhone app?
It was a computer game, a mobile game, yeah.
Okay.
But this is just, yeah, they're just taking it to, they're turning it into a just co-op survival shooter. So, killing floor.
Well, I think this is gonna
all
be
this
an
stuff.
Xbox exclusive as well. I don't know.
Yeah. As far as I care, they can have it. Yeah, it looks cool, but you take away all the looks and it's just another survival shooter. Like, who gives
It'd
a
be a
fuck?
cool downloadable game.
I'd pass on it like so hard, dude. How many survival shooters have you played?
Shut up!
It's not bringing anything new to the table. That's all I'm saying. You strip away the plants, and it's like every other fucking game that's like that. So
They showed some more Titanfall. Nothing really new there. Just some more rehash footage from the Xbox conference. Then they showed like a 10-second clip of Star Wars Battlefront. It's pretty much just one of the ATs just stepping down and fucking Battlefront. Boom. Next. Like that was that. And I was so pissed because like I love the Battlefront series and they just announced it. Like there's another thing they announced just real quickly and I don't know, I would have liked more information on it, but new Battlefront game, that should be awesome. They showed a new Need for Speed, which looked pretty good, more smart glass shit where they called in a helicopter to take down the fucking guy, which was ridiculous. The guy from Breaking Bad, Aaron Paul, showed up because he's going to be in the movie. They showed some things in the movie which didn't look amazing at all. It looked like some generic Fast and the Furious shit. They showed Dragon Age Inquisition, which I don't really remember that too much.
I don't think I know anything about that.
They showed a bunch of EA sports games, FIFA. They had Drake, UFC, fucking FIFA, football, all these fucking sports games.
But why is the new NFL called NFL 25?
Because 25th anniversary.
Or Madden. Oh, okay, because I was like, how How did they skip from like 12 to 25?
They wanted to mix it up a little bit, bro. They've been going up one every year, you know, and then they're just like, fuck it.
Or like one,
jump
two,
10.
skip a few, 99, 100.
Yeah. Oh my god. It was just, I hate EA. It's like, who gives a fuck?
And EA, they closed out on really solid gameplay. They showed some Battlefield 4 multiplayer, which looked really good. They destroyed. There's a tank going over like an underground area. They blew up the underground. The tank fell through. That was sick.
Then they blew it up.
They got in a boat. Boat blew up. They got into jet skis. Fucking go into an elevator. Go up the building. Blow up the fucking. They get into a fight with the chopper. Blow up the chopper, get in a fucking building, blow up the fucking building,
falls.
parachute out of the building, and then you watch its giant skyscraper just blow to the ground. It was
I think the waves would have been a little bigger, though. That's... Oh,
I don't know. They made it like way too cinematic though, dude. You playing a real game of Battlefield 4, you're like, okay, we're gonna parachute out of the butt, get shot, you respawn somewhere completely different. You
yeah,
miss the whole...
they didn't get shot at all. They stayed with the same squad throughout the whole thing. Which
So, yeah.
is bullshit.
That they made it look really amazing, like what if, but you know, when you're actually playing online, that's never gonna fucking
the
happen.
tank stuff does happen. You get in a lot of fights with tanks.
Oh no, I'm saying, yeah, you get into fights with tanks, but you're not gonna go from like, you know, tank fight to jet skis to elevator up to the top of a building, taking out a helicopter, throwing yourself out of the building, all the way back to doing something else. That's never gonna happen.
Well, you will have to jump out of the building because the capture flag's up there and then the building collapses.
Yeah, and I understand that, but it's never gonna be as like
it's not
cinematic as
staged
they
like
made
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be quite as awesome as
It was
they
a
made it
controlled
fucking look to be.
environment.
Yeah, and so they kind of had me for a little bit, but then I'm like, oh wait, reality check. It's never gonna.
They did
fucking
cut
happen
gameplay,
just
though.
Like that. No, I get it. I'm just saying, in a realistic multiplayer setting,
All that shit won't
that's
happen.
never gonna happen. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get blown up. It's never gonna be as cool as it was in that fucking video.
Yeah. You don't have your God mode on.
Pretty much, yeah. So
And to end the EA conference, which rumors were swirling around the internet, popping up on all these sites. We talked about it last week. Mirror's Edge 2 officially announced, coming out whenever the fuck they
whenever
feel like.
they feel like it. That pissed me off. They're like, coming out when it's done. Fuck you, everybody who wants to know. God,
One thing I didn't get was she already had the arm tattoos. Why was she getting more? It's like, are they rebooting
Dude,
the series?
it's clearly a prequel. Okay, you saw her eye. She just got her eye tattoo. It was all
she
red.
just
and
got
fresh. It's a prequel. Okay, it's probably gonna show how the world of Mirror's Edge became like that.
Big Brother.
Yeah, and so it's probably gonna be all that bullshit, dude.
So they even call it Mirror's Edge 2 then?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
You do a sequel that's a prequel all the time. Metal Gear Solid 3 was a super prequel. It happened before Metal Gear Solid 2 and 1, and Metal Gear, the original one that was on NES. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Overall, that was the EA conference. What did you think? Did they do good? Where could they have done better?
I don't know. It's all like more of the same shit. They didn't show like enough new stuff to get me interested in EA again. Like it's all sequels and rehashes and the next iteration of fucking sports game that's gonna come out every
I
fucking
think
year.
Titanfall's the only new game, the new IP.
I
Everything else
don't
is
think they
sequels.
showed Titanfall for EA. Does EA have
Yeah, they
anything
did.
to do with Titanfall?
They did.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. 'Cause
I wrote
was
it
like,
down as I was watching it.
I just apparently skipped over it then because it's like, who gives a fuck? Why would EA want to do Titanfall if it's clearly gonna like
Compete with Call of
clash?
Duty.
Well, it's gonna compete with Call of Duty, but it's also gonna compete with Battlefield. So
Not
Well,
really.
before they had Medal of Honor and Battlefield. I think they're throwing Medal of Honor out, and bringing in Titanfall.
I think they're still doing Medal of Honor too. Like fuck, what was it?
That'd be stupid. The last two got shit on.
Yeah. So either there's one coming out this year, I think maybe. I'm not sure. I just know it's
No,
whatever.
there's not one coming out this year because Battlefield 4 is coming out this year. So
Whatever. I just don't see the point in it. Like they're competing against themselves now. So
They want to take over that military shooter.
I guess I don't know.
So yeah, I thought they had a pretty solid thing. The only thing I didn't care for the sports stuff. So
To make you hate them any less for being the worst company in the whole fucking world.
or do they make you like them more?
no, just pretty much indifferent. I was pretty excited for Battlefield and Mirror's Edge and Battlefront. Those are my games.
I think they're doing better now than they were last year.
Let's wait till
Like
the
their
games come
lineup
out.
looks good. They got coming out, so
Yeah, but like Kuda said, it's a lot of rehashing the same shit. Not a lot of
Mhm.
new IPs. I agree with
Uh,
that. A company that is providing a lot of new IPs is the next conference we're going to talk about, Ubisoft. They started with Rocksmith. I kind of missed the beginning of this, but I don't really care about rhythm music games, so.
well, it's not a new IP either. They already have Rocksmith 1, so.
Dang.
Well, that's not the IP I was talking about. I was talking about the
Oh, it's like-
Vision and the Crew, which we'll talk about in a second, but they
Oh,
started off
okay.
with Rocksmith. Then they showed some Splinter Cell Blacklist. They showed a new Rayman. They showed a game called The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. I think that's a PC game. I'm not sure about that one. They didn't show anything about this. Well, they did show some South Park Stick of Truth. No gameplay. They just farted in someone else's face. Which is kind of
Like a
funny.
ninja, a karate fart.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen some gameplay, but
Oh, my
apparently
God.
from all the people that have played it, there was a playable demo at, or I don't know if it was playable, but they got to see some gameplay at E3, and they said it's looking pretty good. Looked exactly like the show.
Yeah, we all know what it's going to look like, though. How did it play? Did I say anything?
Nothing I remember. They just
God,
said
I
it
just
looked-
have this, like, horrible feeling it's going to be just the most terrible gameplay wrapped around funny-ass South Park jokes, which, yeah, that's why I watch South Park, so I don't have to play it. Like, I don't know.
So that was all the stuff coming out this year, and then they started announcing some new gen stuff, or next gen. They started with The Crew, which is going to be a co-op racing game where you have a little squad and you have to take down other people and stuff like that. I think it's going to be an online co-op game. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about the online part, but it's definitely going to be a co-op game. That looked pretty good, except when they use a smart glass. Showed some more Watch Dogs. We're going to talk more about Watch Dogs on the Sony Pros Conference. They showed Just Dance 2014. I was so excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that was really cool, Rabbids Invasion, an interactive TV show.
Okay. It's a TV show.
It didn't seem like a show that should be on Nickelodeon, though.
Yeah.
It's just some parts of it. Or wait, is it Disney Channel or Nickelodeon?
I think it's Nickelodeon.
Nick.
Okay, but yeah, some of the things are just it
pretty
looked a little, yeah.
Like what, Biggie?
Shoving things up
Um,
chicken's ass.
Yeah, and then like
I think there's one in a thong.
yeah,
It's fine, dude. They're just putting it back where it came out of,
I
bro.
think
It's
they
fine.
milked a cow
Oh, no, they milked a cow?
very sexually. I don't-
That's, oh, did
It's
they do it
funny.
with their fucking,
I'm not-
their
I don't have a problem.
asshole?
I
Shit.
don't have a problem.
It's a
with it.
guy cow.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Whoa, guy cow. That's different. They're
Whoops.
called bulls, bro, or steers.
They showed some Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Looked okay.
Did it freeze every 5 seconds?
No, that was on the Sony press conference, which we'll talk about in a second.
So fucking bad.
They announced Trials Fusion for the next gen and Trials Frontier, which is going to be a mobile game. And they ended out on Tom Clancy's The Division, which I'm glad they saved the best for last.
Amazing.
Yeah, that thing looked amazing. From the beginning, just the way the city looked and the whole environment, it looked so realistic.
The map, the holographic map.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story about it, but it looked really good. Then they got into a fight. They threw the sound grenade. That was cool as shit.
Yeah.
They had a
Never mind.
little fucking smart glass thing, but
No, but that was different. That was somebody else helping them out in their fight. It wasn't you pulling up your smart glass.
I
to
like
do
all
some
the different
shit you do
abilities
in
you could
game.
choose from. Like that one girl had the turret she put on top of the cop car, and then when the guy had the sound grenade, and
talk about the little, just this little,
then the little things when he shot out the tire.
yeah, when the guys were
dropped.
taking cover behind a cop car, and he shot the tire so the car dipped
would
down
drop.
a little bit. I
Yeah.
thought that was just a nice little touch.
Yeah.
That
that
was
was cool.
And I like how when you shoot through objects, like on the glass, where the bullet goes is actually where the bullet hole is.
Mhm.
It wasn't just like a generic one in the center or one in the corner. And it was the same way with everything they shot. Like when they were shooting through the board on the top, where the bullets were actually going is where the holes were appearing. I like that a lot.
Yeah, so they took out a bunch of enemies. They went in, raided some supplies, and then to end it out, they were looking at the Brooklyn Bridge, I believe, and then
zoomed out, and then there's another group they're fighting.
Another group came in contact with them, so it's going to be an open world co-op game. I don't even know how to describe it. It's definitely an open world game, but I don't know. It looks really good. I'd love to see more about that. Ubisoft is killing it. They got Watch Dogs, they got Division, Assassin's Creed if it works. So. It's gonna be
Who
good.
plays Assassin's Creed anymore, dude?
I kind of want to play one again because it was fun when I played. I think it was the third one I played, and that was great.
I feel like I have to take like a couple years off to be even like remotely interested in Assassin's Creed again because it was just.
I think I've taken enough time. Like the last one I played was Brotherhood. I had no interest in that whatsoever. But this one looks cool. The whole pirate stuff, Blackbeard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So overall, what did you think of Ubisoft's press conference? Solid? No good? Excited?
It's the best one so far.
Did it get you excited for their games?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can invest in Ubisoft, stock and shit.
Already done.
The guy owns 49% of it. They wouldn't let him own 50 because then he'd own the company.
Got Biggie Senior to go call his up, his investment banker and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And to end out day one of E3, we had the conference that had the internet on fire after it was over with, and it was just Sony knocked it out of the park with this press conference. Like, I felt like they started terribly by showing the Vita.
Oh my god, they had to remind everybody that it's still a thing. Like, hey guys, you still remember the Vita? It's gotten really fucking good this last year so far. They've released some badass games, so you can go fuck yourself, alright?
I don't know, I thought it was a shitty way. So they started
Jealous
with the
you don't
Vita.
have-
Sure. And then they talked about the new Walking Dead game, which I want to talk about a little bit. It's going to take place after the season 1, and it's going to be coming out, I think, next month. It's going to be $5 for one episode. It's going to be 5 stories in one. It's going to be called Walking Dead 400 Days. So it takes place after season 1. This is not part of Clementine or Lee. It's going to talk about 5 different survivors and their eyes and stuff. All the choices that you did from season 1 will carry over into the DLC, and the decisions from the DLC will carry over into season 2, which I think is pretty cool. What else? I think that's about it. It's just like a special episode, and I'm pretty excited for it. So that's the Walking Dead game. Give me 1 second. Alright, next on the Sony press conference. So they showed that. They showed a bunch of games coming up for the PS3. Grand Theft Auto, Beyond. What do you think of Beyond? Because it was nothing like the gameplay they showed the first time. Like the first time was all the ghostly stuff and the detective, and here she was like a training
Super soldier.
fucking going to Afghanistan or whatever.
I had no inkling that that's where they would take it, and it just totally surprised me. But in a good way, I liked it. I was like, holy shit, this is not. It's beyond what I thought would be in the game.
Corny.
Oh, no. I think it's gonna be a good ass game though. So
yeah, I'm excited for it.
Heavy Rain, but with way more fucking action. So Heavy Rain was just boss. So can't go wrong with that shit.
They showed some other PS3 games. They showed some Grand Theft Auto 5 stuff, which gets me excited because Xbox had the monopoly on Grand Theft Auto 4 with early DLC. So maybe Sony is getting some monopoly with Rockstar to release some exclusive stuff for the PlayStation 3. I'm excited about that. They revealed what the PS4 looked like. It is a rhombus.
It is sexy. Look at that sexy ass parallelogram. Oh my god.
With a line through it.
Yes, sir. God, I was so happy to see that it wasn't just going to be a regular fucking box. Rhombus is for tech suave people, anyway, so.
What kind of different shapes could they have done?
I didn't care as long as it wasn't just a fucking box. Like I hate the Wii U. It's just a fucking long ass brick. Fucking Xbox One, just big ass fucking brick. This, I want to put it out so everybody can fucking see it. Like look
PS3
at
is
my
a unique
OS.
shape. It's like,
Round on the top.
yeah, it's weird.
It's a brick with a round on the top.
Yeah, but no, this was sexy. as
PS4
shit.
is brick that's slanted.
Mhm.
I didn't see where you could
Sexy
put in
as
your
hell.
games. It's probably on the right side.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere. I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah,
No, it's the front. The front comes out.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They showed a bunch of Netflix stuff, and they showed a bunch of movie stuff. Like they're gonna have Sony programming on all these stuff. I know that they showed like you're gonna be able to order pay-per-views. Like they showed the WWE pay-per-view. I'm guessing you can order it off the PS3 or PS4, whatever. That's a cool little feature they added. Then they started revealing some PS4 games. They started out with The Order 1886, made by Santa Monica, who made God of War. What do you think of that? Because it was weird. Because you have like a little like Jack the Ripper timeline, and it's like the fog and like what's in the fog, and then they have all these weird weapons, and they're in a carriage with I don't know.
kind of remind me of what's that movie called where he hunts vampires?
Van Helsing.
Yeah,
Van Helsing and kind of Priest. Like, have you ever saw Priest?
yeah.
It's a lot
what it
like
reminded
that.
me
Yeah. It looked really good. I was kind of intrigued about it.
Or the new Jack and Jill. Witch
Yeah.
Hunters.
Kinda.
I'm interested to see like the whole backstory. But they showed some more of one thing I didn't like about the PS4 conference, they didn't show a lot of new games. They just showed more of what they already had. They showed more Killzone. They showed more Drive Club. They showed more Infamous, more Knack. They didn't really show any new IPs. The only new IP I think
They
they
showed
was the
8 in like, fucking 5 minutes, bro. Indies.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Those
First
are
one,
all new IPs.
yeah. Well, not Don't Starve. That's already out there.
Yeah, but it's new for Sony. New IP for Sony.
Shut up. Dark Sorcerer. That's something I want to talk about. What do you think of that whole presentation?
Was that the one where it was like
The
them
old
making
man.
the game?
Shmoda. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a video. It was a tech demo. It's not even. It's probably not even gonna be a game. Like,
Do you think they should take it in that approach? I think it'd be interesting. Like a
I don't know.
comedy game.
But it's not what it was meant to be. It was just a fucking tech showing. It's like, we can do this with the PlayStation 4, and it was fucking pretty goddamn amazing. So.
That interview thing? Wait, no, it wasn't an interview. It was like
Shmoda.
No, it was
Yeah,
like
it
them
was
making a movie.
that looked really cool though.
Schmeagol and Yoda. I don't know. I'd like to see it, because there's not really any funny games, like, or a serious game like that has humor in it. So I think that'd be unique. And then they showed off, and this was the first slap in the face to Xbox. Was all the indie games.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have all of them listed here because my stream cut out as I was watching this, but they have the Transistor, which is made by the creators of Bastion. They have Don't Starve, which is coming. They have Mercenary Kings, which is made by the people who made Scott Pilgrim.
It looked fucking amazing.
Don't expect amazing co-op.
Yeah,
Oh, it'll
that's
have
coming
amazing
after.
co-op,
It's coming
bro. Yeah.
Octodads, Switchblade.
That's supposed to be funny as shit, dude. Octodad. So if you want funny, dude, that's supposed to be fucking hilarious.
Switchblade Monkey, Outlast, and a couple more. But like I said, my stream shit out. So.
They all look really fucking amazing. So.
Yeah, so that was the first slap in the face where they're like, we're not going to limit the indie developers. You want to publish a game, you can do it very
You can
easily.
self-publish games on PlayStation 4. You don't even have to go through all the fucking mess with Sony and all of the bullshit. So basically, you want a game, you got it. You can pay for it. So.
Next, they showed some more PS4 games. They showed Diablo 3, which is going to be coming to PS3 and PS4, and it's going to have some cool stuff like Drake's Amulet and I forgot the other thing, but it's going to have little Sony exclusive games. They showed Final Fantasy 15, which looked really cool.
Formerly 13 Versus looks so fucking amazing. Don't even underplay that shit.
What's the whole? I don't know the whole story. Like 13.
It's a game they've been
1, 2
teasing
versus...
for like forever. They've been teasing it for like it's almost like the other game, the other one that they've been teasing forever, the Guardian. Except this is like even a higher level than that because it's Final Fantasy, and like they just didn't tell us anything about it. Like, what the hell is it? When's it gonna be released? Nothing. They just show how awesome it looks, and then they finally like did some concrete fucking bullshit. They're like, it's gonna be a thing. It's Final Fantasy 15 now. It's not Versus anymore. And
so how long have people been waiting for this? Like fans of the Final Fantasy series?
Since Final Fantasy 13 came out, whenever that was, the original one, like 2-3 years ago. 14's an online version, totally fucking different, I think, and it's not even. That game was shit on. They like made it so you couldn't buy it anymore, and they're just now like getting it back up to working, especially for PlayStation 3. So, yeah, I don't know.
They also announced Kingdom Hearts 3, which is pretty big. I know a lot of people are excited about that, so that's cool. And then they showed some Assassin's Creed 4 gameplay, but I guess the PS4 is too powerful and shit out. Skipping a lot,
funny.
and then they just had to end it.
Yeah, they put him out of his fucking misery. It was like, just shoot him.
One thing I want to go back to, the Ubisoft press conference. The chick. What do you think of the chick as the host? Because she got shit on by a lot of people. A lot of people didn't like her as the host.
I didn't watch
She
it.
seemed like she was like trying really hard. Like,
Yeah, she did. She was always trying to make jokes.
she didn't
trying
look
to-
too bad though.
She's trying to talk too much.
She was huge though.
She's what, 6'3"?
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, it is.
Behemoth. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
So, I just want to jump that because we were talking about a Ubisoft game. But Assassin's Creed 4, hopefully they can clear the problems. I don't know if they knew the problems going into the whole PS4 conference.
Right,
Probably
just
scratch on
technical,
the disc or
just
something,
technical
bro, yeah.
difficulties. It's not, it happens.
Damn PA dropped the disc before loading it up, you know.
Like, oh, hope that scratch doesn't do anything.
But it's like impossible to scratch a Blu-ray, but apparently it happens. So.
Dropped it on a diamond.
So yeah, with Ubisoft games such as Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed, since Ubisoft has a working relationship with Sony, I know at least for Watch Dogs Sony's gonna get an extra hour of gameplay, and you'll probably get some stuff for Assassin's Creed 4, which is cool. What else? They showed NBA 2K14. They had LeBron James talk to himself, which whatever.
Talk to himself.
Look like a fool. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, which game did they have like that poet that came out and like?
Fucking Def Jam, you know, PS4. What the fuck? I don't know. I can't remember.
I think
It was some
the
sports
basketball.
game. Yeah, it was. It was before LeBron came out or
Because they were
something.
talking
whoever
about
came out.
dribbling, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. So.
Then they followed up with the Elder Scrolls Online. They finally showed some gameplay for that. That looks pretty cool. And I think they're going to be doing a beta exclusively for the PS4. So probably going to need some PS Plus, which we'll talk about in just a second. Next, they revealed a game which I was like, what the fuck? Mad Max? Like,
Yeah, that was kind of out of left field. I didn't.
completely out of left field. This is part of a movie series that is so fucking old. Mel Gibson is a star in it.
Have you guys seen Mad Max?
No. I know Scorp freaked out in the call. He's like, that's Mad Max! Oh my god, Mad Max!
Yeah, we're gonna do movie night, dude. Watch Mad Max, because that is fucking. Yeah, this is really fucking weird.
And then I
Don't
did my
accuse that.
research of Mad Max, and they're making a new one, and it's produced by Sony, so... this
There
tie-in.
you go. There's your tie-in, yeah.
And then here's where they went for the knockout blows on Xbox. So, after showing off those cool games, they announced that PS4 will support used games, and you don't need an internet connection to play online games. But what you will need is you will need PS Plus to play online on the PS4, which, to be honest, is a lot of people are making a big deal out of it. I don't see it as a big deal because I already purchased it. I already know the benefits that come with it, so I'm not like, oh shit, I gotta pay to play online. Like, I'm just.
Yeah.
I think they did that because they knew everyone was coming over from Xbox, especially when they said it was $100 cheaper. They're like, all right, everyone's coming over from Xbox, so here's some extra money we can make.
Well, that and they're adding all these extra features to the PlayStation Network, experience, like online, like all
Yeah.
the stuff that Xbox
So you think
is
the
doing
servers
now, so.
for like multiplayer games are gonna be better?
Oh, they have to be if they're gonna start charging, bro. So like,
And one thing Xbox didn't announce was if they're gonna have to pay for online on top of $500 for a system, that's gonna come with a Kinect, which is probably why it's
yeah,
more expensive.
everybody's got to have it connected. It's always got to be like plugged in and on and ready to go. And everybody's worried about Big Brother because it's always gonna have the internet connection.
I
Like,
seen this video. It was so funny. It was like basically it was this really hot girl in the bedroom, and this guy comes home from work, and the girl was supposed to represent the Xbox One. He was like, "Can I play with you?" She was like, "Come on, let's just watch some movies and stuff. I like movies." He was like, "No, can we just play some games?" She's like, "Movies and TV. I like TV." He's like, "Please, can I just play some games?" She's like, "Fine." And then this guy walks in, and he's just sitting there eating popcorn. He's like, "Who's that?" She was like, "That's my Kinect. I can't function without him." And they were just sitting there, and they just ended up watching TV with the guy and the popcorn, just sitting in bed with him.
Oh my god, that's fucking weird.
And then the Wii comes in, and it's this white chick in all white, and she's like, "You can play with me." He's like, "Shut up, Wii. No one likes you." It was an awesome video.
God, yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's gonna watch you jack off. It's gonna, tell you what porno that you should watch.
All you gotta do is cover it up, all right?
And it's gonna monitor
Sticky
your
note
heart
it,
rate
alright?
the whole time. No, it's not gonna work, bro. Unless it can
I'm gonna laugh
recognize your
if
face and how many faces are in the room, it's not gonna work.
I'm gonna laugh if it's like remove cover from Kinect. As soon as you do it, it like pops up on TV. You're like, oh boy.
It's fucking craziness. That's all I know.
And going back to the whole PS Plus thing, the fact that they said your PS Plus will carry over also makes me think that your trophies will carry over as well, and so will your PSN account.
Well, your PSN account is going to have to, otherwise they wouldn't know who you are and if you have Plus or not.
Yeah, that's basically what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said it makes you think, so it's gonna have to. There's no other way they can do it.
Well, I was thinking about that because I was like thinking the same way, but they could like your email that's connected to your PlayStation account or whatever. Cause that's
okay, someone else can use your email when they make the new account.
Let me finish. Holy shit! All right, they give you like an email. They send you an email with like a code, like you redeem just like anything else. Okay, and then you could put that on your new one, regardless if it's connected to your old actual like account. So, I was thinking they could do that. I'm hoping they don't, but I'm thinking they could. So.
But a lot of people don't use their real email account. So.
If you buy all that shit and use PlayStation Plus, you might as well, and you ought to, because.
I know. I'm just saying some people probably don't.
Well,
they're idiots.
Yeah, really fucking stupid. That's how you get all your shit from Sony. So. I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
No, that's it. They have other options. It would just be easiest if they just keep the same account. Like hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm just saying, there's like loopholes, I guess, or something. I don't know.
What I was gonna say was on even more about the PlayStation Plus. They already announced that if you have PlayStation Plus Day 1, you can already get Drive Club, PS Plus edition, so maybe some exclusive DLC. And,
I'm thinking it's gonna be a limited edition. Actually, like it's not gonna have as much stuff as the real one. That's what I thought when I saw that it was PS Plus edition. Like that's
less.
Yeah, I was thinking it's gonna have less stuff.
And you also get 3 of those indie games that they showed during their little indie show-off thing. So
yeah,
bam, you already get 4 games once you sign up for
new games. Not
brand
Assassin's
new.
Creed 2 and Halo. Who gives a fuck? All right, new games. All right. So excited about that.
They ended off the thing with some gameplay of Destiny, which looked really good. It looked a lot like Halo, Borderlands, like a mix of taking some good things out of all of them.
Looked really fucking good. I'm excited.
And with that too, it's like open world, co-op, online. I don't know how all that's gonna work because like near the end, a dropship came out, dropped a tank, and then like more people started appearing. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, a lot more people.
It looked like you can just drop in and play.
Yeah, but it's like, is your single player gonna just automatically turn into your multiplayer? Is it only multiplayer? Like, how is that gonna work?
I think it's like a single player and people can just join it. So it's
Just
like
join your single player.
both.
The
That doesn't
way
make it
I'm
single player.
almost positive it's gonna work. Yeah, this is how it's gonna work. It's gonna be like Borderlands. Think of it like that, but it's gonna have built-in like parts of your single player game where if other people are playing in the same part, it's gonna combine those. Like it's gonna be in and out. Like it's gonna be just for that event, like that
Boss
moment in the
fights,
game.
probably.
Yeah, because it says it was fire teams or whatever. So the fire team comes in, and once that thing is dead or whatever, you're probably gonna have to leave the area. Then you're back to your whole like single player co-op experience, whatever may be with you and your friends. So it's an interesting way to do things. It's kind of like what Guild Wars 2 does with its like quests or whatever, because you're playing the game entirely with like other people, but they're not really in the same like group, but there's always constant things happening where it's like everybody in that immediate area focuses on one thing and then they go off doing their own thing again like when it's done. Like I think that's how it's going to work, which should be pretty awesome. So
Destiny, I don't know if it's an exclusive. They kind of made it seem like it was. Like,
I don't think it is.
Like, they made it seem like Titanfall is going to be the PS or the Xbox exclusive, and that's going to be the top shooter, and Destiny is going to be the PS3 shooter and exclusive. That's how they made it seem, but I don't know. I would like that. That'd be cool. But we'll wait and see. Because it's made by Bungie, and Bungie, they had a relationship with Microsoft, and they were exclusive. So maybe, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Probably not, though. So that's the last game they showed. And then they showed a little thing with Gaikai where they made it seem like you can pretty much play any PlayStation game ever made. They just talked about their library of games. And I don't know if you're going to be able to play every single game. That'd be fucking amazing.
Nah, they'll just pick and choose. When they said it, they always like made sure to say like the most iconic or the most memorable.
Yeah, but that's bullshit because you look at the PlayStation Store in the PS2 section, and they talk about we're gonna do the best games of the PS2, and they bring in Dora and fucking all that shit.
It's the best of the best, bro. Don't you want to brush up on your Spanish?
I already did, but
yeah, you already played it.
Well, they obviously did something right because you bought it, gangster. So
well, it's in there, so it's like it's got to be good.
They said it was the best.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see because there's a couple games where like I don't think all the licensing agreements will pan out. You might not be able to play them, but we'll have to wait and see. And to end it out, the final blow they delivered to Microsoft was that it will only cost $400.
Schmanged! I was yelling at my TV when
Everyone
I
was
Freaking
so
out.
excited. Yeah.
Loudest applause and cheering I've ever seen in an E3 ever. So
yeah, I only have 2 complaints with this press conference. 1, they didn't show a lot of new games. 2, no Naughty Dog. Like, I know Last of Us just came out, and maybe they didn't want to overshadow that, but I would have loved to seen like Naughty Dog, just something they're working on. Maybe Uncharted 4, Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, anything. I just want to see Naughty Dog showing that they do have something prepared for the PS4, but
they were too busy counting their money, yo.
I guess, hopefully. I don't know. I really want to see what they got planned for PS4, because it's going to be... Like, Uncharted was a release title for the PS3, so... I don't know, maybe they are working on something.
I don't know. The only thing that's really getting me is because they didn't like you said, they didn't show all the like exclusives. Like Xbox One was all about exclusives. PS4 was like all multi-title shit. That's what's kind of getting me worried. Since Xbox One not going to support used games, it's bad for us people buying the games, but it's good for the developers that are making the games because they're set up basically to make more money. Even if Xbox One sells less consoles and they sell less games overall, if it's all new games, they're technically going to be making more money.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of concerns me because it's setting up Xbox One to have like just tons more exclusives, and PS4 is kind of be picking up the scraps of any developer that either doesn't know economics real well or it's just doing it
just
because
the sheer performance of the PlayStation, there should bring people coming to it. Cause
Yeah, but it's all about the dollar in the end, so they don't
Okay,
really care.
PlayStation 4 is cheaper.
Yes, but the developers, I'm not talking about the people buying the stuff, the developers, the ones that are out to make the money, they have, like, they're set up to make more money through Xbox One with their policy. Like, it's bad for us, good for them in Xbox, like, in the end. Like, I've been reading tons of stuff, like economics reviews and just other bullshit that, like, twist all the numbers in favor of Xbox One. That's why they're saying, like, Xbox One might not sell half as many as the PlayStation 3, but it's still going to make more money in the end for developers because they're going to be selling more new games compared to however many people are buying things on Sony. Yeah, so I don't know.
Two little things I want to add. Sony later at a later interview or whatever, they said that there's still going to be online passes for the PS3. It's going to be up to the publisher if there's going to be online passes, which I think they should just do away with. But since the used game, maybe that's how you can make some more money. But is EA gonna backtrack? Like, we're having an online pass. No, we're taking them away. Oh, we're gonna put them back because used games. So I don't know. And the second thing was the next gen games will be $60 still.
They will?
Yeah.
For Xbox One, if anything, they should be getting cheaper. But I think they're gonna stick to their fucking ground, keep that price point just because they can, which is stupid. So.
Also, I want to talk about them a little bit, but their conference was the next day, was Nintendo. And I know no one really loves Nintendo anymore. They're kind of...
I didn't even watch it. Yeah.
I didn't watch it either, but I have these list of articles of things they announced. They announced a new Pokemon, X and Y, because they're running out of colors. They revealed a new Super Mario 3D, Mario Kart 8, a new Super Mario Brother, which is going to have Mega Man in it, which looked pretty cool.
You mean Smash Brothers?
What did I say?
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers.
Mega Man would be jumping on fucking turtles and saving the princess for no reason.
A new Donkey Kong, and just... the
same old crap Nintendo's been making for the last 20 years.
Bayonetta 2. There's a bunch of third-party games. They're going to have a lot of the Ubisoft games, Just Dance, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs. But, yeah, so we gave Nintendo a little bit of love.
I was like, yeah, anything's going to make you, go buy a Wii U?
No. No, not at all.
I mean, I love Super Smash Brothers, I love Mario Kart, but I'm really just, like, not considering getting a Wii U just for those games. Like, Legend of Zelda, oh my god, I don't know, it's just...
And here's just a couple more tidbits that you might have missed at E3. First, Sony commented on The Last Guardian. They have said that it is on hiatus, which can't be good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, I just gave up on it. I don't care anymore.
Probably done.
Yeah.
Also, at E3, they showed off the PS3 controller and they showed off the first headset. And one thing that, like, I don't know how it's going to work, but this new headset, you have to plug it into your PlayStation controller, like the Xbox. What do you think about that? Like, will our USB headset still work?
Yeah, because it still has USB on it, so that'll work. That's just... They had those little headphones. Those blue ones or whatever.
I linked it in the chat. And it's just like a little earpiece, and I think it has a mic on it.
Yeah, that's for ones that aren't wireless. Like, you'll be able to use the wireless ones with it still.
Those are probably like the really, really cheap ones.
Yeah, it's probably going to come with the console.
Yeah, those look like...
See, those aren't wireless, so yeah, that's what that is.
Those just look like standard headphones that you'd listen to music with.
Yeah. Two more things. Rainbow Six Patriots, we talked about I think last week or maybe a couple weeks ago, where we talked about how it could possibly be canceled, and it has been canceled, at least for the current gen, and it is now planned to come out on the next gen of consoles, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U maybe. So that's cool that they haven't completely scrapped it, because they were working on it, and just to throw it away would be a waste. So they decided to focus on Watch Dogs and all that stuff, and kind of just...
That's a Tom Clancy game, so... They went to the Divine or whatever.
And a little special tidbit at E3, Mag 2 was announced.
Yay!
Is it gonna come with the PlayStation?
And it's not what you're thinking of. It's not the game. It's a new light gun. The move gun. It's gonna be called the Mag 2. I thought that was funny, just so I could fuck with you guys.
Thought it was the new mag.
Like your favorite pastime.
Nope, it's a stupid fucking controller thing for the move. There it is in action. It's gonna be called the Mag 2. I thought that was lame as shit. Yeah, that's it for E3 news. There's just two things I want to talk about. Just post.
That guy is sweating too. Jesus. He's used to way more.
First, Namco Bandai, which recently released Tekken Revolution, free-to-play game on the PSN. Any thoughts and opinions on it? Cool.
A really good idea. You have played Tekken Revolution, son. I whooped your ass.
Oh, wait, that. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
you know, the one
Yellow.
biggie where you haven't won a single full match.
Hey, I
against
tied with
any
you,
of-
alright? Easy.
Yeah, it was
I
a double
tied.
KO, bro. That's harder than winning, alright?
Yeah. So,
They announced that they're going to be doing more free-to-play games, and they're actually going to be doing a Ridge Racer Driftopia. That'll be coming to PS3 as well, and that will be free-to-play too. So, they talked about like all the pay structure and stuff, but basically you're going to have your car, and it takes damage, and you'll need to repair it, and the damage is permanent until you use your repair pack, which probably costs money. So, that's probably not good for me, because I'm not a good driver.
Good driver.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious. When they were, like, showcasing it, they were running out of cars because they couldn't, like, get more when they were, like, demoing it. It was fucking hilarious, so.
well, they kept crashing them or something?
Yeah, they
Destroying
kept
them?
ruining
Yeah,
their
they
cars,
accidentally
and they
destroyed
didn't have
these
enough
cars.
of, like, the cars built in or whatever.
That's
So
funny.
they almost had to, like, stop playing the game before they were done.
So I thought that was fun.
We suck at our own game. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much, but
We'll have to wait.
it's probably gonna be like Tekken where you get so many repair packs
A
like
day.
within your time, yeah, and then you'll have to buy more if you want.
What do you think of their whole free-to-play model?
It's cool. It's gonna bring a lot more people into these like well-known series that might not have played otherwise. So
Oh, something I forgot to mention for the PS4, DC Universe Online and PlanetSide 2 will be coming to
Yeah.
PS4 free-to-play, of course. Another couple games you have under Sony.
PlayStation's doing a lot of free-to-play shit. So like tons of free-to-play shit. It's gonna be one of their like monikers.
Good.
Next, Pac-Man Championship Edition DX, which is a fun downloadable title if you haven't played it, is going to be getting an upgrade this year. It's going to be Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus, and it's going to be a free update, and they're going to add a bunch of stuff, trophies, new game modes, and stuff like that for free. So I thought that was just a cool little tidbit, since I know Kuda likes the game. I really enjoy the game. And,
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, so free content this summer. Last but not least, for gaming news, Dota 2, which has been in beta for like 2 years or some shit, is finally going to get released this year. I think it's going to be coming out in September. Or it's been in beta since September 2011. And,
Are we finally gonna play it?
No.
probably not.
Shut up.
But,
Shut up, Sweetlock.
I mean, we have it. It's just we don't play it.
yeah.
It's League of Legends, but with different shit. So you guys didn't like League of Legends. I don't see you playing that. And I play League of Legends and only League of Legends. So
Yeah, and you play for 7 hours at a time.
hey, I have my days.
Yeah.
Fuck off, bro.
So, I thought that was a pretty cool thing. I think it's like, isn't it a mod? It's a mod that was made into a game.
Kinda. I think it was taken off of not World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a mod originally, but now it's its own standalone, like, full-blown title or whatever, so. Meh. I really don't care.
And to end the show, we got a couple movie news. I know this is going on a long time. I
Oh,
think it's
fuck,
about
I'm
2
super
hours.
tired, bro. Shit.
Come on, we gotta play Tekken after this. Kuda, man up.
Fuck that, bro. Sleepy time.
I'm playing Last
Sleepy
of Us.
time with
Shoot.
Kuda.
Yeah, we playing Tekken.
Shit, it ain't over yet, bitches. First,
Yeah, you guys practice before our next session. There you go.
Archie, the Archie comics are going to be getting a live-action movie.
Oh, we don't care about this. Come on.
You never
Yeah.
read the Archie comics?
Veronica-
I don't read comics.
It's not a
What's-
comic. It's
Okay, what's next?
Wow,
Show of hands,
scumbag.
who cares?
Just read through them, gangster.
1, 2, nobody. All right, next one. Let's go.
Even though Amazing Spider-Man 2 hasn't come out yet, they've already announced the release dates for 3 and 4, which is going to be June 10th, 2016, and May 4th, 2018. So we're going to be getting a Spider-Man movie every 2 years. Fuck you, there's superhero fans out there, and they like...
Yeah, and you just, like, suck their dick at the end of every fucking episode of What's Cracking, because nobody cares.
They're my people. I gotta take care of them. And
right,
last but not
they made it
least,
to the end, then, good for them.
Michael Bay, of course, king of ruining franchises and making shitty movies. Of course, he ruined Transformers, soon to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's planning on making a Ghost Recon game or movie
With
based
the
on
best explosions you've ever seen.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a futuristic military. It's a futuristic military game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a fuck ton of explosions in that shit.
There's gonna be a lot.
He's gonna
Laser
wet his goddamn
explosions,
pants. So,
What do you think his budget is when he makes movies?
billions of dollars.
Probably.
That'd be just outrageous. Be like, yeah, you can only spend $5 billion. He'd be like, what? That's one explosion.
Yeah. That's just the intro to the fucking movie.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
gonna be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One giant explosion, then just him filming real turtles just crawling along.
Oh, those turtles better be born from an explosion. I don't want to see no toxic waste bullshit. I want to see turtles and swimmers.
That'd be funny.
The
All these
turtle
Michael
bomb.
Bay explosions, all the fumes of these explosions have created these turtles into...
Not even the fumes, bro. I want them to pop out of a fucking explosion. Just twin turtles. There you go. Bam. Looking go.
They were in their shell and they went flying so far.
Yeah, and a fucking nuclear reactor goes off, and then fucking boom, turtles.
That'd be awesome.
And that's it for What's Crackin'. It's probably the longest one ever. I think it's close to 2 hours.
Yeah, I think it is. It's probably an
Ones to go
hour
longer when I'm
and
like, awake. Shit.
50. Yeah, for a
It's, there's just a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you made it through. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I bet they didn't.
If you
Comment
did,
if you make it to the end.
oh no, we gotta write a special sentence. If you made it all the way to the end, write scumbag
Biggie's
Biggie.
awesome.
Scumbag Biggie.
Hey!
Correction. And
Wow.
that's how we'll know if you made it through. And maybe if you did make it through, we might give you some for making it all the way through.
Aw,
So 2 hours
special
practice.
prize. Aw,
Yeah.
yeah.
That one person who just skips the end.
Well, they were smarter than everybody else. So, okay? God.
So, yeah, you might get a special treat if you write Scumbag Biggie in the comment section first. So we're going to wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed
Not for me.
Crackin' 57. And catch us next time. So, yeah, we're going to peace out, guys. Hope
Thank
keep
God.
up
I'm
with
gonna
everything
pass
on the
out.
channel. And that's about it. Hopefully this recording didn't fuck up. That'd be so gay.
Yeah, this will never happen again. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.